Hi everyone.
Hey, all right. We were just talking about how the meeting link changed and everything changed and trying to figure
Yeah,
out here to get this working. All right.
yeah, same
Let me,
with me.
s-
Took me a while to get to this link.
yeah, same. I had to do a bunch of identity management stuff. Okay, we needed a new admin code. I didn't even realize any of this going into this meeting. So I think we're good. We might, oh, I don't know if we're good. We might be good. I just set the recording on. I'm not sure if this is going to be the right way to record or not, but we're going to find out. All right. So this is SIG scale. It's
Yeah,
August 20th. Go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. I had a quick topic to start the agenda, but sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, if you got a quick topic you want to jump in, because we're going to go through these changes and try and figure out the performance regression or the patch regression. If you want to go first, go ahead. Is this the beta perform or oh no, this is what we were talking about.
No,
What is it that you had for a topic?
I just wanted to see if we can schedule this meeting for a bi-weekly now instead of weekly. Uh, I think the things that we have been covering, uh, we tend to cancel like almost all alternate weeks. So maybe bi-weekly is a good cadence for this call.
That's fine. I think we that's probably okay. I'm fine with that. Okay. All right, I can follow with Andrew on that. I mean, it's okay with me. All right, let's move to our data performance evaluation. So, okay, let me see. First thing I wanted to say was that I don't know why I haven't done the link here, but there's, who was it? I think it was Eddie or was it, oh, it was Barack. So there was a regression discovered, and this was actually what we saw on the 126 jobs. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go, there's our 126 jobs. Not 126, 136. Yeah, so it was the 136 versus 134 comparison that we briefly did. And kind of the takeaway was that we just wanted to see more data. I mean, because you can kind of see here pretty noticeably that the performance, I mean, it basically regressed almost, I guess almost twice as bad. And we didn't have a chance to go through why. This was reported in this issue as the regression, which is really great. And we actually saw the improvements in the performance job. It looked much better. Um, we don't need to look at it. I think both Elena, you pasted it here. Um, this was the regression, and then um, if you look at the one of the job runs, it should look much better. Yeah, so 15 and 19, right? So much more. Oh, okay, sorry, you had it here, Elaine. So 15 and yeah, 26, 29 versus the trend line for 136, which is yeah, 32. It's more in line with this trend line again. So it should fix the what we were briefly seeing last time for the regression. Let me just make a note of that. And this should address it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, so the regular scheduled programming, which was what we had planned, the beta flag performance. So we said last time we were going to go through and run a bunch of these jobs and turn a bunch of these flags off and try to get the signal to see which one of these or many of them, multiple of them were causing the issue. And to remind everyone, it was that the patch counts essentially doubled from 12 to 26. So we're supposed to see it return back to, well, around 12. Looking at all of these, I mean, we didn't find a clear winner out of this batch, which is a little bit weird to me. I mean, the closest we have was like 15, around 15 and 15 and a half. Um, yeah, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I think, let me see, maybe these are within the trend line, like 15 is. I mean, there's some clear ones that it was not, like this is 22, this is 21, clearly not those. Um, and then some of them were GA. They were actually just moving from beta to GA, so those weren't it either. So let me take a look. So patch to nodes count. Oh, actually, we have to look here. Yeah, so our trend line puts us. I mean, I guess there are some here that are 17 and 15. This is kind of weird. Our trend line going into the end of July actually dipped back to what we originally had. That's interesting. I didn't even notice that till now. So where are we here? We're actually back to 17. We're back over here. Huh. So I'm actually not sure what fixed this. I mean, this looks like it's actually going back to where it's supposed to be. I wonder if this was a CI issue. I don't know what possibly causes this to be a CI issue though. Unless there was something here merged on July 6th and that fixed it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to imagine this being a CI issue because the count that we are generating is specifically from the KubeVirt client that gets used in the test invocation. So, uh, I mean, something is triggering that patch, that client to make more patch calls, and looks like it's getting back now.
Yeah, looks like it's coming down. Okay, I maybe we need to keep watching this. I mean, the trend line looks fine. I mean, we're back at 17. I mean, if it's fixed, it's fixed. I don't know if we need to go much further into it, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I don't, nothing really points to it. I mean, I guess these two could technically be within the trend line, this one as well. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I suppose these as well. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure that one seems to be resolved. Let's look at this one. I mean, this one technically, we had this one too. So we'll go to this one. So this is vertical mem usage. 150. Yeah, so our trend line. So we should see it over here. Yeah, so we went from 140s to 150, 156, and then our trend line is 150, 150. So we go up as high as 160, but then we come down to 150 again, which is still above our trend line, but not as bad. When we look at the min, it's 143 versus, oh, it comes down over here. So 137. And then the max being 175. Yeah, I mean, it does come down. Interesting. Trended up pretty significantly in the summer, and then it came down a little bit with 136.
I think
Okay.
this just there is more logic going into webhooks. That's what I feel is going on. So if you look at the overall trend line, like in November, we were below 140, and then over time, the the trend line goes to 140 in January, and then it keeps is going up. And then
Hmm.
in May, in like after May, we are at 145s, 147s,
Hmm.
and 150,
Yeah,
160. Yeah.
right. This seems like 150 is sort of becoming our new baseline trend here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine things being added to Word API other than the validation stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I will keep an eye on this. I mean, I don't know. Nothing really. I even checked all these for the performance, and nothing pointed to it either. So I like if there's no signal here, I mean, we can't really do anything. And then patch counts seems to have been resolved, and that's probably the more concerning one anyway.
There is one new concerning one, Ryan. So if you go to the 136 graphs and search for list nodes,
Okay. Oh no, it's just coming back away.
yeah,
So wait, did this was this why did we lose the data? I feel like we discussed this. Was this because of
I
the
think
client change?
yeah, the last time we looked at it, there was a PR merge that used the Kubernetes client instead of the KubeVirt client. That's what we attributed to, but it was not confirmed.
Well, it's back, and I mean we didn't make a change. I don't know. I mean, I we well, I mean, pretty much what we cared about is that the data we didn't have the data, and now it's also back. I wonder if like no, okay, no, it's no reason it could be the version, like a version mismatch or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what this could be. I don't know how to explain this, but I don't know. It's bringing
Yeah,
it again.
something was merged in on August 5th or 6th, because other data points got started uh, at that time as well. So if you look at get pod count, it starts
Yeah.
at the time.
Huh. I mean, this makes me curious, like just for future, like do we have you want to do a quick look at this? Hold on. Do we have where's our Git query again, our sample? I think it's here, right?
Yeah, it's just above the prov job ID.
This one. All right, there we go. Let's do this again. So August 5th. Oh, okay. This looks like it. Isn't this the one we were talking about? That was going to cause the issue? Is this seems or I just I'm misremembering here. This was merged August 5th.
Can you look at the changes?
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, didn't we look at this in the past? This is the one we
Yes,
were looking
it
at
was
that was
similar.
attributing the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it was similar. I don't remember if it was the same thing though. Because yeah,
This
our
is very
last call
similar.
was 2 weeks back, and this was merged about the same time. So there was something before this.
So something else, you think? I mean, because
Yes.
this was what I see.
Oh,
So
I
we're
think I understand now. Sorry. Um, I think Federico is doing this component by component. So this one is word handler. There will be previous PRs for other components.
oh, oops. Yes. There we go. Okay. We must have been maybe we were looking at the Vert API or
Yeah,
Vert operate,
I
probably Vert
forget.
API. Yeah, I don't remember either. Oh, so merged last week, merged June 11th. Maybe that's where that's our date. That this all starts to June 1st. Yeah, man, it's right around there. So that could be it. I don't know if that's it, but that might be what we were looking at right here. Okay. Okay, so it's back. That's good. So I guess we're getting them again. Okay. I don't know what he did though. I thought what we had talked about, this might cause a problem that we won't get them anymore. I'm not sure what he did. Maybe he wired them back up somehow to the
Uh,
metrics that exist. I don't know what he did.
what is the word? What is the cube CLI change?
Client side vert.
No, I mean to say kubecli.go. Yeah. Oh, that change is what brought it back, I think. Because he's
Execute rest config hooks.
yeah,
Oh, is
the
this our? Oh, this is our. This is where we gather and bring it into our metrics ecosystem.
yeah.
Execute rest config hook. Oh, can GitLake help me out here? Go to the.
Yeah, you will
Oh,
have to visit the file.
oh, okay. That's a video. Okay.
Basically, our metrics collection is a hook before and after the call, and maybe we were forgetting to register those hooks, and this change brings it back. Yeah, that's the one.
Um, okay. So, all right. So this now is fired back up. Okay. All right. So just needed a slight change to, there's a little piece missing and now it's back online. Okay. Good. Anything else in here look troubling? I don't think all our trend lines are stable. The last I checked, it looks stable.
There, I was not able to spot anything here, but I did have one more topic to discuss. Uh, based on
Okay.
the based on the conversation for the performance regression issue, yeah, that one. Um, it looks like what we are doing right now is patching the images um, while the word launcher pod starts. Um, while that's a good thing to test, it adds a lot of variability to our results, as shown by the issue, right? So, an alternate approach is to pre-download all the images that word launch well pre-download the image that word launcher is going to use in all the nodes. That will make sure that the environment is set up before the test starts, and then start the test. So the test will only look for like the test will only include results for code execution and not network performance, um, or network download speed at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I think this
So
will be a good.
it would be a good idea. Would if we had this, would we have caught this issue?
um Depends. So the issue I think deserves its own perf and scale test. The fact that we caught it is nice, but it uh I'm not sure. We would definitely have not caught the issue. Well, this is where I think we need Barak or somebody who is familiar with this issue. Because my understanding or his understanding from what I can tell was that the images or cryo was uh, locking in some image layers where it is not able to uh, send the launcher running um, because of that lock. So it seemed like the issue was not in the download and more in cryo starting the container from the images that were present, so we would have still caught it. Yeah, I don't know if Lubo or someone has more insight into this issue.
I'm not sure if they identify the problem really, but at least the potential issue, I think it wouldn't be noticed because then the under the log, the time under the log would probably not be sufficient to show up.
I see. So you're saying if we pre-download it, then the time under the lock is not high enough that we will catch the regression.
Right. I think so. But I mean that's assumption on the piece of code that I saw was actually the issue, which I didn't follow up if it was.
I see.
And I think we should be fine here because it's like um, it should be internal registry that we are downloading from, right? And we have like only a couple of nodes, so those nodes will very quickly cache the image, I would say.
Hmm. I see.
That's something that comes to my mind. Maybe we want to do like two rounds. One is where you don't have this, and one where you actually have cached everything.
Hmm. Yeah, we can do that. The thing with adding more rounds to this is we already have so many metrics that we have to track and follow, and the more metrics we add, the harder it gets to actually follow all of them. So if we only have two nodes and the images are coming from internal registry, then I think the variability factor reduces a lot. I Considering that, I'm inclined to keep it as is. And we can revisit this later if needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think we're mainly like the thing I'm concerned about is like all of the different variants that could cause regression. Like, in other words, like how do we make the performance tests as useful as possible? Our performance tests is testing several things now. We also want it to be like we're using it to understand changes that are being rolled in. So it's good to narrow it to help us understand change that's rolled in. But if we need more tests to understand like different variants, then we should have that. So I don't know if there's ways to like express that and write a new test, we should have it. But I don't know what that would be. I think we'd have to think about it.
Yeah, it makes sense. And also I think one thing, at least it was obvious to me after our experiment, is that all of the beta features being turned on at the same time caused a lot of churn for us. Um, there, I think this is a much bigger topic, but there should be a mechanism where an alpha feature gets turned on in the performance and scale periodic tests for a while, let's say couple weeks. And once it proves stability there, then we can enable it. Uh, Only then we can take the feature to beta. I think that will be a good discipline to follow for all features. I was
Yeah.
thinking of
I,
taking this to wider community for discussion.
I think it's a, I think it's a good idea. I mean, maybe it's part of the vet process or something where before that feature is graduated, right? Like it goes to basically we're saying spends, 2 weeks and just verify with SIG scale if there was no regression. And then, or maybe we need like a SIG scale sign off or something for some of these to validate, there was no regression, something like that. I agree. Like this is a good process change to bring.
Yeah, I mean, the really beneficial thing would have been that we caught this regression before it moved to beta, right? I think that would have been an ideal scenario.
So first, actually, the webs are intended to as this. So when there is a regression, if performance or bug, it should be reported on the issue tracker for the web. That should also waiting on moving the maturity forward. I think in this case, it probably doesn't make sense because the issue really isn't in KubeVirt, it's in Cryo, and maybe container D actually handles this properly. So it's really hard to call if it should be blocking. And I wonder if we want to just enable these feature gates in the performance job early to test it.
So you're
Like
saying,
maybe have an informing job with alpha features or something.
Mhm. That
yeah,
could be a
I mean,
possibility. A way to
we're,
canary.
yeah, I think we will not be able to solve this question here. This needs more participants, I think. But at least I think where my headspace is that we need some kind of signal for alpha features that are just about to graduate to beta, so we can help folks catch this issue. M- Maybe we don't need it for alpha features, just the ones that are about to graduate.
So we have that. So there is a board tracking all the webs, and in that board you can see what's the next stage of the web. So you can then filter by, hey, I want to only see the webs that are going to be beta, which means default it by one. And yeah, then we can just go from there.
I see. Yeah, I think what we're thinking about is like there's an additional stage when we VEP going to there's this VEP in alpha that's going to beta. It's been approved. Those are the ones that need to open PRs that just run the SIG scale or it runs the scale tests and we just check for regressions. Or those run in a periodic test and they check for regressions or something. We run them for several weeks. Okay. And
Also,
where should we take up this discussion? Do we want to take it? I mean, where should we take this up as like as part of like one of the that being discussions, or should this be like on Wednesday in the broader community? When do you think this is the right time to talk about this?
I think the community is the wider.
The Wednesday meeting. Okay. Okay.
Also, we can add a section about performance in the webs. So if you can think about some useful things.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Like, I think maybe just a guidance of like, before as a beta, an alpha to beta graduation criteria. I think that's maybe what we need to define.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Ryan, before we take this to the community call, I was thinking of starting a keyword dev mailing list thread just to collect ideas.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Should I do
Yeah.
that today? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Start that. That sounds good to me, and get the discussion going. And then we'll see if we need to go to Wednesday or if that will be enough.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, good. I think that should be everything for today. I'll look into the bi-weekly scheduling and then we can so we'll follow up on that. All right, everyone. Sorry for going over. Thank you.
Thanks, folks.